Hello, YouTube fans. Welcome to episode number 14 of Double Down with Double A. Of course, I am Double A, along with
Renegade of Wrestling, J.J. Williams.
But of course, you already knew that. Well,
It's the first episode of 2013, sir.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Yes, it is. I know I've been gone for a while. I think last time I was, I showed my face around here was Halloween. I'm still not showing my face, but
Halloween's over. You can take the mask off.
There's a reason why I'm wearing the mask. You know that.
Oh, okay. Well, tell them. I know.
Yeah. Well,
you told me in the green room. So
today we are talking about the worst, shit-tastic, spectacular.
Spectacular?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck ass that could go suck a fuck wrestling gimmicks of all times. Did I diss him enough?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. In no particular order, I just kind of just threw a bunch of shit up there at random and shit like that. And shit. Hence the mask, gimmicky,
So the fact that these are spectacular, shit-tastic gimmicks, is that why you're wearing a Detroit Lions mask?
Fuck you.
Because they are spectacular and shit-tastic, or at least this past season they were. What'd they do, like 3 games all year?
4. Shut up. Damn it. Let's see. On this list I have, and yes, a lot of people are going to be like, yes, hooray, he said it. The Red Rooster, aka Terrence Taylor, Terry Taylor, whatever. I mean, great wrestler. I mean, had some great skills, but damn, that gimmick just destroyed his WWE career, WWF career at that time. I mean, and hell, his finishing maneuver was a good finishing maneuver, but what they named it, the cock of the walk. Next on this list is Max Moon.
ASA, where's the entrance?
I knew you was going there with that one. Yeah, aka Conan from WCW. I mean, he would go to the ring, then jet propel himself into the ring with a jetpack. Dumb. Yeah. Next, another good wrestler, but the gimmick sucked. It was. Oh, I understood it, but yeah, it was. She said I was cute. Is the guy Billy Gooker?
What did I say? Arriba la raza.
Yeah, I mean, actually, then they decided to bring him back for the Gimmicks Battle Royal. Yeah. Should have left it alone at Survivor Series. Next is the Shockmaster, or any stupid ass, any fucking gimmick that Fred Ottman played. Tugboat, Typhoon, Super Shockmaster.
Super Shockmaster?
Then he was also Super Shockmaster. I was reading up on it. Yeah. Yeah.
See, I'm going to argue you on Typhoon. Because the natural disasters were badass.
It was a badass
Earthquake
thing.
and Typhoon were badass. So, I'd argue you on Typhoon, but I'll give you Tugboat. I'll give you Shockmaster.
Touche. Next on my list, I have the Goon. Don't ask me who played that gimmick because I can't remember. It was stupid. The guy, had hockey skates for wrestling boots, came out wearing a hockey uniform, and he used to check people against the ring like he was checking people against the boards, and this fucking mask is coming off.
It was Barney William Irwin, a.k.a. Wild Bill Irwin. Or Super Destroyer #1.
Okay.
God bless laptops in our lap. I mean, seriously, I can look this shit up right here, right now.
Hence the reason why they call it laptops. Next on my list is the Berserker. Huss, beat you up, throw you out the ring, then he'll take back bumps for the next 10 seconds while you're being counted out. I never understood it.
Yeah.
What the fuck were you thinking, Vince? Dean Douglas, aka Shane Douglas, who is another
The franchise.
great gimmick, by the way. Shane Douglas, great wrestler. But
Dean Douglas, the blueprint for Matt Striker.
I give this match an A. Whatever. Next, Duke the Dumpster Drozy, or the Garbage Man, or whatever you want to call him. Whatever you. No words can describe how bad it sucked.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Dude looked like an extra from the Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez Men at Work movie.
Oh! Next on my list, I have Big Bully Busick, managed by Harvey Whippleman.
Is it just me, or does Harvey Whippleman seem to have like the shittiest gimmicks as his charges?
Psycho Sid wasn't a shitty gimmick.
Shitty wrestler.
True. Well, he managed the Brooklyn Brawler for one night.
Shitty gimmick.
Brooklyn Brawler is fucking awesome.
Awesome wrestler. Shitty gimmick.
Yeah, touche. Yeah, this guy would come out wearing like a striped sweater, a hat, and I think he'd be puffing on a cigar. No, I'm sorry. After each match, he'll take Harvey Whippleman's cigar, stick it in his opponent's mouth, and give him a face buster on the mat. And you know, Bobby Heenan would always ham it up, say, "That goes to prove that smoking can be hazardous to your health." Yeah, whatever. Last but not least on my top 10, and I'm sorry, Glacier
Sub-Zero
wins.
Flawless
Victory. Finish him.
Fatality.
He had
Friendship.
He had Snow White contact lenses and looked exactly like what the Renegade was talking about. Fucking Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
I was just waiting for a dude to tag up with him dressed in yellow Scorpion. And then if you really wanted to go there and have a stable, you could have had the one in green have Reptile and the one in gray Smoke.
Then you also have Noob Smoke too. In the later...
you have a freaking, then, stable...
Or wait, then you have some Liu Kang looking guy.
I was just going for the ninjas, for Mortal Kombat.
Honorable mentions I got on here.
But if they left Smoke off and just kept it, Glacier, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Reptile, then you could have had the three ninjas.
Three ninjas kick back?
High Noon and Mega Mountain.
Brother! Then you got honorable mentions. I have Repo Man.
Okay.
Smash. You should have stayed with Smash. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Barry Darso.
Yeah. Next, Skinner.
And just to prove that Skinner has a great mindset for the business and was a good worker, he's the head, I don't know if you know this, of FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling, their developmental territory. He is the day-to-day operations guy and head trainer for FCW.
Get the fuck out.
Dusty Rhodes is on the payroll down in FCW. Ricky Steamboat works with the guys.
I knew about those.
Steve Kern is the head. Basically what Jim Cornette was in OVW, Steve Kern is for FCW.
Next, any pre-Kane gimmick.
Okay.
Dr. Isaac Yankum, DDS, the fake Diesel, Doomsday, Unabomb.
Christmas Creature.
Yeah, Christmas Creature. Yeah. Yeah, Christmas Creature.
Ho, 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 bitches.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I think all these were transitional gimmicks to get over their opposing talent. Just like Kane was supposed to be. But fucking Kane blew up, so they kept that gimmick going.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else? Yeah, all those just. Last but not least, I have on here. I have the Evil Undertaker, and
Underfaker.
yeah, Underfaker. I mean, don't get me wrong. Just the whole storyline was.
But it did such great business that they redid it a few years ago with the fake Kane. Remember? And it was freaking Festus.
I forgot about that.
Under the mask. Before he became Festus.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting list. I notice a lot of WWE, a couple of WCW, but very WWE, WWF heavy. Mine is going to be
a little bit of everything.
About the same. I've got a little WCW. I've got even one from TNA in here. I tried to go with the ones that I've actually seen on TV or pay-per-view or videotapes that I've done homework on because, I haven't been a wrestling fan as long as some people. So there's some there that I left out because I'm not that familiar with, like Duke Drosy or The Goon or whatnot.
Understandable.
Number 10 on my list is Saba Simba.
Oh, shit. I forgot about him.
Wow.
Tony Atlas, great wrestler.
Trying to make money off of the hype of the Lion King.
Pretty much.
Saba Simba.
Ha, 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 ha. Yes, I went there.
Number 9, a more recent failed gimmick, Pirate Paul Burchill.
Ah.
Paul Burchill had discovered that his roots trace back to the infamous pirate Blackbeard. And he started coming out very a la Captain Jack Sparrow.
Really?
Looking with the cheesy Pirates of the Caribbean knockoff music as in his entrance theme. Again, just as much as Saba Simba was a ploy to make money off the hype of the Lion King, Pirate Paul was a big ploy to make money off of the hype of Pirates of the Caribbean. By this point, I think at least the second movie had come out. Not quite sure if the third one had come out yet or not. But Pirate Paul Burchill was horrid.
No.
And they had him teaming with William Regal, too, which just drug Regal down.
The WWF did that about 18 years ago with Pierre from the Quebecers.
Mm-hmm.
They repackaged him into Jean-Pierre Lafitte because he discovered that his great-great-grandfather was a pirate or something like that, and he wanted to live on to their...
Arr.
Yeah. Arr. Yeah.
Number 8 on my list is an entry from WCW, Ed Ferreira as Oklahoma.
Wow.
The complete shoot-off on JR. They even drug Dan the Beast Severn into it.
Wow.
Which was one of JR's good friends. Although Oklahoma did capture the Cruiserweight title, it was still just a horrid gimmick. Number 7, the gimmick that died as a result of Eddie Guerrero's death, Kerwin White.
Wow.
Kerwin White.
Chavo Guerrero as a preppy white person. He even had a very young, not quite blown up yet, Nick Nemeth, a.k.a. Dolph Ziggler, as his caddy. They would come riding to the ring on a golf cart. He had the sweater around his neck and the polo shirts. The whole nine. Bleached his hair blonde. He was trying to get out of Eddie's shadow and establish a name for himself without being Eddie's nephew. So I give him credit for trying, but that was a shitty gimmick, and the Eddie Guerrero Tribute Raw is the night that gimmick died because he came out as Chavo Guerrero and never went back. Number 6, TNA entry, Little Petey Pump. For whatever reason, they felt the need to turn the Canadian Destroyer Petey Williams into a Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner clone. They gave him the chain Nash headdress. He got even more cut and defined.
Did he bleach his beard and mustache?
Yes, he did, and his hair.
This is why I don't watch that shit.
Petey Williams is a fantastic wrestler. His career has not been the same since then. He hasn't even been in TNA since then. But they turned him into Little Petey Pump, and I went livid. Because I love me some Petey Williams. Canadian Destroyer, in my opinion, still the greatest finishing mover ever.
Ever.
Number 5, the first repeat that you had, I believe, Bastion Booger.
Actually, he was not on there, but...
Oh, okay.
But...
I remember you mentioning him when we were in the green room talking before we got in front of the freaking two-week-old Christmas tree here and, you know, started filming, but...
I meant to mention him, but yeah.
Bastion Booger, a man that large, should not be wearing a diaper by any means whatsoever, looking like Baby New Year and shit.
Yeah. And the thing is...
And then they freaking went and gave birth to Baby New Year this past week on Raw.
I heard
Mae Young gave birth to Hornswoggle.
I heard about that.
At least it wasn't the other hand. I sat there at the Lowdown Radio green room watching Raw, and I told everybody that if Mae Young gives birth to another hand, I am not watching Raw anymore. Thankfully, at least it was a real person. Yes, it was a 30-something-year-old midget, but at least it wasn't the other hand.
Or what if it was a foot this time?
Oh my god.
Or a rubber chicken.
No.
Oh.
Number 4 on my list, Harry Beaver Cleavage.
Oh.
Thrasher from the Headbangers had injury, I believe it was his knee. They needed to do something with Mosh while Thrasher was rehabbing, and they turned Mosh into Harry Beaver Cleavage. In homage to Leave It to Beaver, they shot black and white style vignettes with a bunch of sexual innuendos.
Disgusting.
Him asking for his mother's milk and stuff. It was so bad that he came out one week and did a shoot on it and just completely killed the gimmick. Similar to what Dustin Runnels did in WCW when he killed the gimmick of 7. They had spent all this time hyping it. I think Harry Beaver had like one match. And then he came out and was just like, this is some bullshit. Number 3, Naked Midian. Who wanted to see Phineas Godwin?
Oh my Godwin. Oh jeez.
Wearing a fanny pack, a pair of boots, and a thong and nothing else.
Ew.
The same guy that became the European champion is like, Shane, can I have this belt? I need a belt to hold up my pants.
Naked Midian was so horrid. The only thing I ever really liked about Dennis Knight was his Doc Holliday tattoo on his arm.
Nice.
Number 2, the Gobbledygooker. You know, all that hype spent, you know, promoting it, and then for it to just be nothing, really. It was so bad. Granted, I wasn't really watching there, but I've seen enough video on the topic that I can, you know, speak on that. And the fact that it was a Guerrero in there, it's like, unless your name is Eddie, WWE just seems doomed to want to kill Guerreros off, because Kerwin White for Chavo, freaking the Gobbledygooker for Hector, you know, look at what they did to Vicky for a while there.
Excuse me! Well, she still does that, never mind.
You know, Vicky is slowly starting to turn around, but for a minute there when she first debuted, they were doing her something dirty too. And my number 1, the Shockmaster. A freaking Stormtrooper helmet, spray painted with silver glittery spray paint.
Can't even crash through a fucking walls right.
I think it was Dusty Rhodes doing the voice for it, or Arn or Ole Anderson was one of them, just sitting there in the backdrop doing the voiceover for it. I was like, oh my god.
I remember watching the round table with, you know, and Dusty was talking about how god-awful that was, and how everybody in the backstage area was just rolling during that segment where he crashed through the wall and the helmet falls off and he has to pick it up and put it back on before anybody noticed it. Too bad it was on camera anyway. Yeah. And it was just horrible. I mean, the whole thing, I think it could have been okay if they delivered it better. Maybe lose the Stormtrooper helmet and just...
Yeah, it was Ole Anderson doing the voice of the Shockmaster.
And I think Ole Anderson was fighting so hard to keep from breaking kayfabe from laughing so fucking hard when he was... And you, Sting. Whatever. Or was it...
It was just bad.
Yeah.
But anywho, that's my top 10.
Yeah, I need a tasty beverage and a red Solo cup to wash that down.
I'll fill you up, red Solo cup, let's have a party.
Yeah. On that note,
what do y'all think?
Leave your video responses, leave your comments right here. Tell us your worst gimmicks. Give us your opinions. Until next time, I'm Double A.
I'm the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams.
And we are out of here. Peace.